Alright guys, so we have crazy content coming out both here and over on my second channel, The Coffee Shop, over the next timeline. Like, I got anime, comics, everything. Like, it's gonna be amazing. We're hating on a lot of shit this week, including Absorbing Man. If you guys didn't know this, Marvel's Absorbing Man absolutely knows how to absorb L's. It's ridiculous, so we're going to go over some of his most embarrassing moments. And if you want to see a part 2 to this, because I have a shit ton of Absorbing Man L moments, shout out to my boy GB for finding a bunch of them, we will run this back with a part 2. 200 likes, you get a part 2. Anyways, if you want to see your favorite character or content or verse either here or over on The Coffee Shop, hit me up in the comment section down below, or join the Discord and hit me up on Discord. Link in the description to join the server. We're almost at 600. We might have passed 600 members. And we're having a blast doing giveaways, playing games, talking every day, all that. Make sure to come get a part of the community. But anyways, without further ado, we're going to get into Absorbing Man and how much of an L magnet he really is. I hope you guys enjoy. And without further ado, let's begin. So, Absorbing Man, if you guys didn't know, Mr. Creel actually got his start as an absolute jobber. Here's the thing, right? That boy got into a brawl with Battlein' Murdoch. If you don't know who that is, Battlein' Murdoch was Daredevil's daddy, and this took place in 1964. Now, when he was fighting Murdoch, Murdoch was, you know, constantly getting paid to throw fights. However, at this point, he didn't want to throw the fight. And like was tired of that shit, and would beat the shit out of Creel. That's right, like pre-powers, Absorbing Man gets beat up by Daredevil's father. He was number 2 ranked fighter in the world at the time. Proceeded to take the L, making Daredevil's dad look like an absolute Chad instead of a chump for selling out constantly to the mob. So, yeah, like, imagine your career starting off with you being a jobber. That's just unfortunate. But anyways, gets his powers, right? These amazing powers to absorb anything. And he would go on to battle Thor. Now, during the battle, he would be talking mad shit to Thor, right? He'd be like, yo, I have the ability to absorb anything. Like, this is going to be an easy beef for me. He then gets knocked on his ass by a missile. Just completely blindsided. When he hits the ground, starts like absorbing materials of Earth and becoming basically a form of Earthman. At that point, we see Thor tell him to go ahead and absorb helium because he was a bitch. And we see Absorbing Man literally like become helium and just take that L to Thor. Just get fucking boloed, and the cops are there and like, yo, look at this jobber. Like, just easily got folded by you and Mjolnir. And Thor's like, facts. Like, that dude was a trash can. And it's unfortunate what Absorbing Man does when he's trying to get the bag against stronger opponents. Like, he truly fumbles that shit at the worst moments. Next, we have another matchup with Thor, right? You're thinking, oh, Absorbing Man's going to run it back and beat his ass, right? False. While Absorbing Man was trying to get his licks back and fighting Thor, he accidentally absorbed glass. This obviously is a terrible thing to do, as Mjolnir is gonna break the shit out of something like glass. Like, so obviously at that point he's like, oh my god, like, I fucked up, look at me jobbing again. And at this point he just starts getting his ass beat so bad by Thor that he just has to dip. Like, he just has to get out of there because he knows he really stands no chance. At that point, he just keeps making mistakes. He's jobbing, and when you're jobbing like to that degree against someone like Thor, you'll probably die. Now, this moment's super unfortunate because for a long time, people would use this in like scaling regards as a big moment for Absorbing Man, and let me explain to you guys why it actually was a massive L, right? He pulls up on Asgard and he's talking crazy. He's like, yo, I can absorb anything I'm pulling up on the block. What's good? pulls up on the omnipotent Odin and absorbs his shit, right? Starts absorbing his power, starts doing hood rat stuff. He thinks he's got the big W, right? Like, he starts celebrating, taunting on his way to the touchdown. Well, it turns out, when this is supposed to be a great feat, it was actually just like a circus for Odin. He just wanted to be entertained, and after seeing Absorbing Man make an ass of himself, he strips him of the power immediately, bullies him, and then just BFRs and throws the shit out of Absorbing Man and Loki, telling them they're L magnets, and he was just having a good time, and eventually got bored. Again, if you are a fan of Absorbing Man being an L, make sure to smash the like button, because I'm happy to put out content like this all the time, right? We got to get into him squaring up with Hulk, right? So, of course, he pulls up on Hulk. He's like, yo, Hulk, let's big beef, because you know me, I can absorb anything. It's whatever. Pulls up on Hulk, gets a hold of him, starts absorbing his gamma. Here's the problem, right? He picks up a mountain to throw at Hulk. He's like, yo, I'm going to get the drop on you with this mountain. He then proceeds to start absorbing the material of the mountain, which of course is rock. But then, because his power is rock, the mountain becomes too heavy and just collapses on him. That's right. Your boy Absorbing Man just can't seem to clutch a W whenever it would put him over. You hate to see that shit, but yeah, he literally fumbled the mountain. A mountain-sized bag at this point against Hulk, and just couldn't clutch the W. Now, next, we see Absorbing Man or Creel has been having an issue with like voices in his head and like making him do wild shit. Among the wild shit, of course, is him pulling up on Thor. This is a problem because, unfortunately for Absorbing Man, Thor doesn't feel like dealing with bullshit at that moment. Like, he hasn't had the best of times, and he's like, fuck you, Absorbing Man, I'm putting the hands on you. He bitch slaps Absorbing Man so hard that Absorbing Man gets BFR'd, like just rocked, right? Knocked into a stream or whatever, turns into water and floats away and holds that out. That's right. Literally got bopped and then turned into water. You hate to see it. He's got to stop pulling up on main eventers. It's just not looking good for him. They're not putting him over anytime soon. We then see another embarrassing moment for him when he pulled up on Thor, right? So he basically pulls up on Thor and grabs Mjolnir, right? And he's like, look at this. I've absorbed Uru metal, right? Like, I'm one of the craziest materials ever. And then Thor is like, yo, Goofy, that's literally cardboard. That's right. Thor tricked him with cardboard. Got him to absorb cardboard. And when he punched Thor, his hand shattered. And cardboard Victor Creel just had to hold the L. He was like, you know what, Thor? My fault. I kind of fucked up pulling up on you at this time. You know, fighting you as a cardboard, it's not a good look. When I was grabbing Mjolnir, bro, that was a prank. Like, I wasn't really trying to beef. He just, dude, he takes so many L's to Thor. It's ridiculous. You could literally make just strictly Thor bullying Absorbing Man video. Yo, smash the like button if I should do that. Like Thor versus Absorbing Man, the beef, and just go over their many beefs throughout the years. Very one-sided, but it's funny as shit. But yeah. Nah, at that point, he realized he fucked up when he turned into cardboard and just accepted the L after his hand shattered. Alright, so this should be no surprise to anyone that's seen like my content on Marvel humans and how OP and gangster they are. But at one point, these beings who are called the ones who have power, eventually they basically needed their name changed to the ones who saved Absorbing Man. Why? They pulled up and ran into Absorbing Man beefing with the New York cops, right? These cops don't take shit. I've showed y'all content on them before. And these beings stated that had they left, like, Absorbing Man alone, he would have gotten folded by these cops. That's right. In the squabble between him and the cops, the situation was apparently impossible for Absorbing Man to clutch the W, meaning he was literally saved from jobbing to Marvel humans. Are you guys shocked at this point? Like, Absorbing Man has a master's degree in getting his ass kicked and fumbling bags. It's disgusting. Now, moving on to the final moment, make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed content like this. We got to talk about another fight he had with Hulk, right? Again, this idiot pulls up on Hulk thinking he's going to clutch a W. They get the scrapping. Now, at one point, Absorbing Man gets knocked down, right? And when he gets knocked down, guess what he falls on? Glass. Of course he does. Absorbing Man becomes glass, and his bitch ass gets shattered. Of course, like, anyone can figure out how to lose in such a terrible fashion, it's him. But he turned into glass, took the L once more, just needs to stop pulling up on main eventers. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the many L's of Absorbing Man, hit me up with the like button and let me know in the comment section down below your favorite Absorbing Man loss. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons. Make sure to check out my second channel and hit up the server. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.